ਸਾਡਾ ਸਜਣਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਟਾਈਮ ਚੱਕਦੇ ਆ ਟਾਟਾ ਸਜਣਾ ਕਾਲੀ ਰੇਂਜ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਰਹਿਣਾ ਬੈਲੀ ਤਾਰਦਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਦਿਸਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਾਡਾ ਸਜਣਾ ਤੇਰੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਛੱਡ ਆਈ ਚਾਈ ਗੋਰੀ ਜੱਟੀ ਕੋ ਮੈਂ ਪੈਂਟਲੀ ਚ ਕਾਲੀ ਬਰਾਡਾ ਖੜਾ ਕੇ ਦੇਖ ਲੈ ਬਰਾਡਾ ਖੜਾ ਕੇ ਦੇਖ ਲੈ ਹਰ ਸਾਹ ਉੱਤੇ ਨਾਮ ਬੋਲੇ ਤੇਰਾ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਕਰਦੀ ਆ ਜੱਟਾ ਜੱਟੀ ਤੇਰਾ ਤੂੰ ਯਾਰੀ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਦੇਖ ਲੈ ਹਰ ਸਾਹ ਉੱਤੇ ਨਾਮ ਬੋਲੇ ਤੇਰਾ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਕਰਦੀ ਆ ਜੱਟਾ ਜੱਟੀ ਤੇਰਾ ਤੂੰ ਯਾਰੀ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਦੇਖ ਲੈ
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and as you can tell, it's time to celebrate that beautiful time of the year again, Diwali. Now originally I am Pakistani, but I do live in probably one of the biggest Desi Asian communities in London. And the great thing about that is when it comes to Eid, Diwali, Christmas, we literally celebrate everything. And that's what I love about different cultures and communities coming together. So I'm going to show you guys this really easy and simple soft glam look that you can recreate to celebrate the day. Okay guys, so the details of the products I've used on my skin are below. I actually pop more of my skin and base videos on my Instagram page, so head on over to that if you want to see more of those. But for now, let's get started with the eyes, and I've primed my eyelids using my trusty Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. So first things first, we're going to go in with our crease colour, and I love using this. It's the burnt orange in the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I just find it's like the loveliest kind of warm crease colour. And of course, I'm using my MAC 217 blending brush just to pop that in. So what is everyone actually doing for Diwali this year, guys? Let me know. Drop a comment below. You guys got any big plans? Or basically just going to be eating loads of good food, which is a pretty good plan to me. So just sit in the crease and just keep going back and forth into the crease, and because it's a fluffy brush, the bristles will naturally just spread and it will cause the colour to just kind of blend upwards. So as you can see, the brush has kind of done all the work for me and it's sort of lifted up, you know, whilst I was blending, has kind of like lifted up that crease colour a little bit higher, which is what I want. I'm also going to use whatever's left on my brush and just kind of extend that colour out slightly. And this just gives it that kind of blown out winged effect. The reason you're using what's left on the brush is because usually there's a lot of excess product left over. So you just want to use that so that it's not too dark when you kind of wing it out. So it's like more of like a softer finish. And then of course pop the same colour just underneath as well to balance that out. And then once you've done that, you're ready for your second crease colour. We're going to deepen this up a little bit. And I'm going to use one of my single eyeshadows from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it's called Sienna, so it's like that kind of sort of like a light brown. I'm now using my skinnier kind of fluffy blending brush to do this because I want to put this colour right inside the crease and not make it as kind of spread out as the first one. I do always put details of all the brushes and everything that I use in the information below the video, so you guys can always check that out to see exactly what brushes I'm using. But these two so far that I've used are both MAC eyeshadow brushes. And of course you're popping the same colour just underneath as well. This just kind of layers the two shadows together so you get more of like a deeper colour underneath as well. And then we're ready for our eyelid colour, and I'm going to use this gorgeous gold shade from MAC, and this one's called Amber Lights. I'm just using my flat brush just to apply this. And I love kind of gold bronzy colours. They're like my favourite kind of eyeshadows. And I'm not doing any kind of darker corner colour like anything on the outside today, so I'm just going to take this all the way across my eyelid. You know, I think this was actually like the very first eyeshadow I ever bought from MAC, funnily enough. I remember going in and saying like I need a really nice gold for like all the Asian weddings I go to, and I remember one of the girls showing me this colour and I was like, yeah, that's it, that's the one. So for my inner corner highlight, I'm going to use the same highlighter I've used on my cheeks just there, and it's the MAC Oh Darling highlight. And because it's more of a golden toned highlighter, it really works well with all the other shades that you've used. The brush I'm using is literally the one that came in the Modern Renaissance palette. Anything that kind of is like a little bit flat and smaller will work well. And of course you're going to add this to your brow bone. My eyebrows are so thick that product just tends to stick to them. So like foundation, powder, if I'm adding highlight. So I always just wipe them off afterwards. Brown girl problems, guys. Brown girl. So to glam this up a bit, I want to add a little bit of sparkle. So I'm going to use one of these eyeshadows. So this is actually a limited edition MAC eyeshadow, but you can get similar textures now. And this one in particular is an electric cool eyeshadow in Orbit. base is called In Orbit. It's got a bit of a shimmer to it, but it's almost like a pressed glitter. At the moment, MAC have launched like a new range of eyeshadows, so there's definitely some like similar pressed glitters out now as well that you can use instead. But I'm literally just going to use my finger and pop this on top of my eyelid colour. So I do want to keep this as quite a soft glam, so I'm not going to add any kind of winged eyeliner, but obviously just to cover up like the lash band when I put my lashes on, I'm going to add a little bit of black eyeshadow instead. So this is a really great trick if, you know, you don't want to make anything look too harsh or too strong. So instead of using liquid or gel or even a pencil, you can just take some black eyeshadow. It looks a little bit more softer, a bit smudgier and more natural. As you can see, my black eyeshadow, poor thing, it's smashed. But obviously, like, I mean, I'm still going to use it. Like, there's product still there, so. And I'm just using my angle brush to apply this just to my top lash line. So you want to keep it as close to your lashes as possible. And just kind of do like a nice thin line, just creating a little bit of definition. And using an angle brush just kind of gives me a little bit of an edge so you can get that line in a little bit thinner as well. So I've just popped on my Huda Beauty lashes in Claudia and some bottom lash mascara as well. So I'm just going to pop in a brown pencil into my waterline. The one I'm using here is called Coffee from MAC. And using brown instead of black just makes it a little bit more of like a softer kind of look. So then I'm going to finish off with my lip. And I'm going in with this lip pencil from MAC called Chicory. And then I'm going to top that up and mix it in with this liquid lipstick from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's got a beautiful kind of warm brown orangey tone to it, and I'm going to just pop that on top. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget, I do teach private one-to-one makeup lessons. So if you want to learn more looks like this, you know, on a one-to-one basis, then just drop me a message on the contact information below. Make sure you stick around for the bloopers. And guys, a very happy Diwali to all of you celebrating. And as always, stay beautiful, stay you. And I'm going to use my eyeshadow, that's the word. I'm now using my skinnier fluffy. Using my skinnier fluffy blending blah, blah, blah. Corners, I'm using the same highlight that I've used on my cheeks. Oh man, it's gonna be one of those days, I can already tell. In the Modern Renaissance palette, it's the Anastasia. What was I gonna do next? Now